It's good to be back, baby. Yeah, patch notes. Fixed an issue with pixels. All right, great patch notes, everybody. Where is it? A new location, mini bosses, new champions, overhauled torch and in the Infernal Flame system. That's what I'm interested in, because the Infernal Flames were a little bit, they were interesting before because they all have kind of like unique benefits or negatives, so it'll be interesting to see how that changes. And then cultists have been slightly altered. Worship now grants dodge. Evangelist grants block. Worship no longer moves the herald back a rank. Exaltation can now target rank 2, makes that harder to deal with. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Apparently right click closes that menu. End round action behavior adjusted. To better clarify when important end round actions will occur, we've made changes to the way that information is conveyed. Very nice. That has been sometimes annoying when you don't know when an end of turn action will happen, or a free turn at the beginning of action, or free action at the beginning of the turn, I should say. And I'm sure that these differences here would matter, but I'm probably not going to worry about it too much. We'll just play and see what happens. So, hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2. It's been a while, and it's been a couple of updates since I last played, but I want to see how the new Infernal Flame torch system works. So why don't we randomize a squad and embark on a run and see what happens. In fact, maybe I can actually take a look at the torches from this screen. We can.
Find any advantage.
So it still is 5 unique torches. The Despairing Flame, lower positive relationships, lower traveling flame drain, lower max flame. At various flame levels, you get better crit and enemies gain crit. The Corpse Light. No safe routes. Enemies have round end corpse transforms into carrion eaters. Interesting. At various flame levels, you get speed and lower resists. Enemies gain resists and on resist gain positive tokens. Interesting. The Doom Candle, plus traveling flame drain, lower max loathing. So that's still how it was. At various flame levels, you get debuff resist and negative tokens. Enemies get positive tokens and debuff resist. Hateful Pyre, no traveling heal. No heal between fights in the layers. No traveling heal, huh? That's hard. At least it's not lower max health, which is what it was previously, which was certainly annoying, but minus 100% max heal sucks. Minus positive relationship chance, plus traveling flame drain, plus enemy death blow resist. Champion enemies have increased chance to appear and will appear in all regions. You get plus relics and baubles, negative tokens on meltdown. Enemies get plus damage, plus speed, and plus enemy advantage chance. We could try the Stygian Blaze, since I think I've done the first 4 in the original, pre-change. But those do seem a little bit rough, don't they? Right, I forgot that you don't give me any lore until I pick something. We could try the 5th one. If we live, we live. If we don't, we die.
Precariously in the murky gloaming.
I feel like I should turn up the narrator a little bit, but I'm not going to.
What world could be born of a mind so sharpened by appetence? The crossroads.
This one I gotta look up. Appetence.
Into the light.
A longing or desire, a natural tendency or affinity. All right, there's your word for the day. I wonder if any of this stuff has changed, like the quirk system or anything. I doubt it, but maybe they made some slight adjustments. Have we done everything? Let's see. Story. The Man-at-Arms still needs a couple of unlocks, it looks like. Everyone else has been completed, though. All right, let's give it a shot with the party. Oh, right, we gotta do names, too. Flagellant, Scourge, Highwayman Sharpshot, Plague Doctor Surgeon, Occultist Warlock. Plague Doctor can work from this position, still can heal with Indiscriminate Science, Highwayman for ranged damage, Occultist for big ranged damage, Flagellant for tanking, Plague Doctor for just slicing up things and then, you know, debuffing with Blinding Gas if we need it. Plague Doctor, I think, is maybe the weakest part of the whole group here, but even if we just have to toss out Blinding Gases and Stabs and Magnesium Rains, that should still be okay enough. Let's give it a shot. Do some names. We can do some disposable. We can do some big win because I wanted a name. And you know what? I know Connie's gonna want an occultist. And Paracelsus is the Plague Doctor. You can be Idiu Noctis. Let's do it. The 5th region. Yeah, I've not played Darkest Dungeon in months. I don't remember how to play, but we'll try.
The leaves fall,
We're on
never to grow again.
Cowardice. We have 4 Loathing. We're gonna take one of the
You can feel it.
Infernal
Change in the
Flames,
air.
and we're gonna try our damnedest. Let's hope we don't die.
The
But if we
bulwark
do,
of denial is
we
giving
do.
way.
all right. Breacher up at the front, doing a good job already. Hey, this is new. The fact that you have like a little targeting icon on the skills. I think it's new. It might not be new. I might be completely losing my mind, but I think some of this is new. We'll take some pot shots, try to kill some of the backliners quickly. You can't really do too much, but you can still abyssal even if we're not going to use your buffs. And he says, doesn't the loading feel faster on these road battles? It doesn't really seem too much faster. It seems pretty normal, actually. Man, Acid Rain does so much damage. Visually, there does seem to be some small changes. Not too much, but a small amount. So you do deal more damage melee. You could blind the Widow. You could Magnesium Rain, which would kill him in 2 turns. I think we should Magnesium Rain and try to kill him in 2 turns. It still does damage to you, and it ensures that even if we miss you, you're dead. Okay, you're stressed out. I have no stress relief on this team, do I? That's what I'm missing. That's the problem. That's one of the problems anyways. It's also a little quiet. Why don't we crank up on that volume a little bit? If it's gonna be very low ways of reducing stress, we might want Endure, and then we might want to just bring a lot of laudanum to reduce horror from him. Crits to relieve stress, but the stress increases faster than you can lower it. But with the Highwayman, he can reduce stress at least on himself, I suppose. All right, let's toss out a vulnerability hex on you. You
Slow dissection,
might die.
an unavoidable
Nope, you
end.
had a death door trigger, but that's okay. Although, isn't Carve the Toy stress? Yeah, so the stress is even already starting to climb a little bit. What's your health? Oh, you can't use this because no one else is hurt. I mean, that's totally fine. It doesn't matter at all. We'll just stall for 1 turn and get someone else to kill. That way you don't hurt yourself anymore. Okay.
persistence will
Yeah, so
overcome
stress is going to be a
even the
problem. On
greatest
him,
of
it's
threats.
not that much of a problem, except for the relationships. They're going to be in the crapper.
Push on
But we can
to the
always
moon.
fix that with
Rest
just,
and
you know,
resupply
getting early
await
whiskey
you.
creation. That would be sick. Let's see. Relics and baubles, etc., etc. I always forget about stress relief, don't I?
The place
Which is
a little
unfortunate,
worse for
because we
wear,
need that stress relief.
but familiar nonetheless.
Signature item, flagellant. Until next inn, a chance of getting blight damage dealt, blight duration dealt, or blight resistance piercing and more damage. I feel like that's something we should save, but it might be annoying to save that because it is, you know, something we're going to be holding on to for a long time.
Conventional fare.
Oh, more pets.
fairly
Ah, you get access to all of the pets now, so we really do have any pet that we want to take. Very interesting. And then, of course, the other flames. Do we want to try Stygian Blaze, Maximum Flame? It doesn't actually seem that bad. Lower relationship, sure. Enemy death blow resist, sure. Traveling flame drain, sure. But these are things that we can work around. Hateful Pyre seems like it might be the hardest one, with the fact that it gives you 0 traveling heal. But I suppose we can
Anything that
give it a
lets us
shot.
Travel further is
Um,
worth the cost.
What pet would we like? Carrion Eater is when you kill a corpse, you get buffed. Crimson Tick is the blood. Shambler Spawn is cultist encounters and counts as a cultist trinket. Luxury gear gives stress relief and there's positive relationship chance bonus. Food gear gives speed and max health, a small amount. Shrieker Chick gives more baubles. The triangles are usually not that problematic to find. Healing received from skills per medical gear. Debuff resist per Tinker's gear. Increased chance of producing items. Hatchling Crocodilian. If we were doing a movement party, this would be what I would take for sure. Guess the answer is I don't know what to take. Hey Harrison, welcome. How are you doing today? We'll definitely take Glimmer of Hopes or Pocket Light. We'll definitely take a lot of them. It looks like there's less light available, which is unfortunate. We'll also definitely take as much whiskey as we can. Chance of producing a stew. Merchant's Guild seal early seems great. And the assay gear seems good too with the +4 quantity of looted relics. We can get a lot of cash from this. What would be better? Cheaper items or more cash? Probably more cash for the whole run. That's pretty good. That'll pay for itself very, very quickly. As for this, the pets, I don't know. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. I do like Raven's Reach. On the Highwayman, that's superb, but I think it's more important to buy something else. Let's take that assay gear early, and we'll equip it. And I'm gonna equip Stygian Blades.
Survival is sharpened
Lower
steel.
positive relationships, more traveling flame drain, more enemy death's door resistances. Let's go for it. It'll suck, but let's do it anyways. And did we equip Tinker's gear?
The means of mastery.
We can take debuff resists. We could get occasional healing. I don't think we need the occasional healing. I don't think we need more baubles. I think we will take the whiskey barrel. We want the relationship buffs, as much as we can get anyways.
A bit of comfort.
Removing
Road to
negative
damnation.
quirks. That's like always helpful. Like boisterous would be really nice to get rid of. What's our relationship chance right now? Where's the relationship meter? I forgot where it is. There it is. There's a 0% chance, but removing that would still be nice. Removing this would be good, but I don't want to accidentally get rid of the Breacher. So yeah, let's remove the debuff resist, or the debuff penalty on the Plague Doctor. Got rid of Tangle Scrounger, but that's okay. Speaking of Tangle, where are we gonna go? Healing received or 5 candles. Avoid the Hoarder, visit an Oasis, minus 33% enemy advantage chance, better creature dens. Honestly, wouldn't mind the creature dens. Oh, and we're actually very good against the boss for the region, so we could do that. But I like the creature dens. You get a lot of value from those early. We'll do
truly barren.
Provisions. Still need to think about what pet we're gonna have. I really liked when we had the blood that one time. We don't really need the blood for the boss fight though. What do we need for the boss fight? Like the final boss fight on this one. Stress relief is what we need. So, you know, we could take the Orphan Wolf Cub as a very basic one. Gain on killing blow, corpses heal you. Debuff resist per road gear, increased chance of looting items from road debris. That's pretty nice, because you do get a lot of freebies. How about that one time you made no blood? Yeah, if you make no blood, it's not so good. And it does raise your stress, but if you can use it to kill big, nasty, annoying enemies, it is actually pretty helpful to have the Crimson Tick. You can build up blood and then spend it where appropriate. But without having any sort of stress relief, it is a little bit risky. So we're gonna make sure we get light. We're gonna make sure we get laudanum. We are going to maybe grab some cheap food. Give it to you guys. You can have the light. You can have laudanum. You can have laudanum. Reduce your stress. Hope for good relationship rolls. That's good. That's a good relationship roll. Then, we'll try to save the pain box. We should be able to. We'll grab the... I think we'll grab the tick. I think we have high damage attacks on a couple of units that we would want to buff up for like boss fights and whatnot. So I think we'll try the tick and stack up blood. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Still have a few relics and a few baubles remaining. We want things that can hit the back line if we're gonna try to go for big boss. So crow's feet are appropriate, and then with the remaining 4 relics, can't buy anything. Okay, I think that's good enough. We'll equip those on our Warlock. And let's rest. No, mastery points. Almost forgot about this one. Almost forgot about one of the most important things. I want more to be upgraded, and I also want take aim to be upgraded. Double crits are worth a lot. Let's try. Okay. We're not gonna get any relationships, but that's okay. It's gonna be harder to get positive relationships with that light up, but at maximum relationship level, we'll still have like a 60% chance.
Rewards only. Resignation.
Okay. Well, left path is creature den, oasis, which we need to go anyways, so that's pretty good. I gotta remember to actually, you know, move my stagecoach, run over that road debris.
The loathing whispers.
Loathing's annoying. We would like to try to keep it down. Luckily, creature dens allow us to do that. No road debris, huh? Rip, bud. There's nothing else for us to equip, is there? So we can just go in. Let's do it. Enemies have 5% damage, and is that more speed? How come we don't have anything? I thought that we would get buffed in the light. due to the Crimson Torch that we have here. I guess we get buffed at low health, or sorry, low light, I suppose. Weird. I'll accept it. Let us take aim and get ready. The dodge might help us avoid an attack here. Open up with a magnesium rain for sure to clear those dodge tokens. And you have an unchecked power token. I still would like to Chaotic Offering and get you rolling with that Burning Stars. Oh, he only has Burning Stars. Isn't there another, like, AoE ability that he can use, but something that's not Amnesis? Nope. I thought he had something that was AoE that was not Amnesis, that he could do from the back. But nope, it's just Burning Stars. Well, I'll take it. Just don't burn yourself too much, my dude. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Gonna that music a little bit too. So do we start with a more? I don't see why we wouldn't. You know, this is his job after all. He's just basically taunting every turn. I couldn't say no to a Breacher Flatulent. I would've if I could've, but I couldn't. He's just too good to pass up. Okay, 8 damage, 8 damage. Double tap is a kill. I guess we'll just double tap. I could have gone for the grape shot, but it would possibly waste a crit on the dodge. All right, Burning Stars. I can't believe he lived. I really thought that would have gotten the kill, but I'll take it. Because now they're not going to be able to eat any of the corpses and heal up. Let's... No reason to laudanum. Guess we'll just stab a dog. So you're dead. I'm not a big fan of the Surge and Plague Doctor, but we're gonna be giving it a shot here. We're gonna be trying. And we're gonna try to do a little bit of a delay here so we can stack up buffs for the next phase. We'll at least have Burning Stars ready to go. And without having fire, we can't really clear the corpses, unfortunately, but you're still gonna die. We'll try... Let's give you a little trickle heal. We'll try to make sure that we are ready for the next turn. We do go first, so we want to take aim. This is actually kind of perfect. Not quite, because I'm gonna ruin my unchecked powers, but we'll get 2 actions on the combat, which I guess is okay. Oh, I really don't want to ruin that. You know what? Let's do this then. Now we get to keep our unchecked power tokens. And unfortunately, there's dodgy spiders, which is not what I would have liked, but you know, that's what the acid rain is for, I guess. Which chapter is this? This is the 5th one, so this is the hard one. In theory, the hard one. Got the block tokens. There's no corpses to use Magnesium Rain, I get it. Let's try to work down the spiders, because they're so annoying. You've got a speed bonus, and you have a grape shot. So this is a kill if it lands. Let's go for it.
A master stroke.
So we hit through 2 dodges, which was fantastic. No dodge, but that's okay. Got Burning Stars. Ignores the block token. Not a lot of damage, but that's okay. Applies combo. What can we do with combo here? I guess the Plague Doctor can have a better chance of bleeding. And we'd have a better chance of blighting off of the Flagellant too. That's something. Let's taunt up. He's just such a good taunter. It's just, if that's all he does, like, that's enough. He's goddamn perfect. Except for the stun and the vulnerability, which sucks, but oh well. This would be where we want to have indiscriminate science upgraded. That would have been a good upgrade target, admittedly. Maybe I should have done that. A heal for 9 off of that is not enough, but
can make all the difference.
a crit for 9 is not that bad. If that's the most damage they can do, I'm not that worried. All right, just a few more dogs left. Ooh, low roll on the damage. Oh, come on! You crit him twice, he's got 60 freaking blight on him. That's rude. Can we even use Weird Reconstruction? No, 33%. RIP. Well, let's vulnerability use so we can kill you. Oh, dude, they're freaking 10% debuff resists. Alright, good heal. I like the Scourge, because he's just so hard to kill. Another low roll on the double tap, hate to see it. We are probably going to kill you, but just in case we don't, let's toss up the taunt. We will kill you. Since we got the lucky roll on getting an extra token there.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Discounted trinkets and 1 mastery token. We like the mastery tokens, which is why we're doing this. Well, one of the reasons why we're doing this.
An elementary problem.
All right, hopefully this is not a bad path. Oh, come on. I was pressing left. We're not getting any loot out of these, which is interesting. I think I've picked up actually no loot so far. So enemies have a 10% damage bonus now. So we'll certainly use our charge, our light at this point. And this is the exact same fight that we had previously. And we're gonna open it up the same way too. Get those crits out, let someone else deal with the dodge. Maybe we should open, oh, that's not that bad. Maybe we should open up with a, like, acid rain here. Purge a dodge token, make it a little bit easier to kill these enemies. We probably don't need to block or to taunt right now. We can probably stall for a turn. And in fact, we probably don't need a chaotic offering immediately. We'd almost certainly be better off just doing damage and weakening the enemies. And if they just want to keep munching on him, that's good for me.
Bravo!
That is a great crit. He is dead. Thank you. What is it, Surgeon? Thank you, Surgeon. Let's kill the dog.
Early results are encouraging.
You can die to the flagellant, so it's just going to be a dog next turn. Let's remove the dog's dodge. I forgot that vulnerability hex did that, but that's a good excuse to use it. Let's use some light. 85 is fine. We're basically going to be buying those pocket lights every single shop, every single inn. Due to the fact that we lose more light thanks to the level. Oh, the torch. All right, what do we have? What can you do? Can you get a kill? You can do 11. I'd like you to still have crits for the next upcoming phase, so I think I'm just gonna take aim and let everyone else kill him. You'll go first on the next round, so you should be able to get in a hit. We do need to heal the flatulent at some point. That does need to happen.
Stumbling and
He's stunned. That sucks. Remove all positive tokens, healed per positive tokens. I hate to say it, I think we're just gonna stall for a turn. Which is not how I wanted this to go. But we can activate now, I think. Grape shot and kill him. Or he's dead on the next round of combat, but let's just go for it. We'll get 3 actions. And we'll just try to purge their dodges as best we can. I'm scared, but I think we're okay. The stun is annoying, but what are you gonna do? Oh, we can't even use Magnesium Rain because we're in the wrong position. That's actually kind of nasty. And if they crit, they could do a lot of damage to our front line. But we have a crit built up at least.
A brilliant conclusion.
And he dodged again. That is not ideal. But at least we can kill him. He's dead to the Plague Doctor. Oof, that's unfortunate, but we should still be fine. He does have a 25% death's door resist, so I guess he's not as close to death as I was kind of hoping he would be. We have a bit of a risk on him. All right, we've got the full heal out. We're blind. If we're blind, let's purge. Toss out a good heal. Oh, yes! You're not stunned! Because that would have been very annoying if you were stunned. All right, we're actually killing him finally. It's scary sometimes. Oh, you jerk.
And carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Especially these dang spiders, because they are rough. All right, put out another
the
taunt.
smallest variable can make all the difference.
They're scary, but as long as we have the taunt up, I guess it's not that bad, because the flagellant is just so good.
Hold fast. For who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Blighted, he's blind. We gotta clear some corpses. We should probably save Magnesium Rain, but this is a multi... Oh, right, we can't do Magnesium Rain from this position anyways. You can't heal yourself, so... just try to hit. Actually, we could toss out a heal right here. There we go. And now we're fine. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
An unexpected find.
+1 mastery, +1 mastery. Discounted combat and in items. We get a lot of mastery for fighting all these dang bugs. We're already up to 4, considering we have 2 of these now. And we've only just started, so Oasis, Assistance, lots of loathing incoming, a creature den and a lair, and then we're pretty close to the end of it. What would we rather do, a creature den or a lair? This is an easy lair, so we could do that. We would have Abyssal Artillery, Acid Rain, and we could use Disorienting Blast. Items, please. Oh, and this is actually very good for
Scavenge what
the
you can.
stress relief
And
items.
what
Would you look
more.
at that? Put that on you. Oh, and we have the blood. Fantastic. I'm glad to see that we actually picked up blood this early. Yeah. Okay, this is good. There's gonna be more loathing and then an assistance. I think we should do the lair. I think you should always go for this biome's lair boss because he's just so easy. You get a lot of loot from it too, so it's not like we're doing it just for that fact. We're doing it for the loot.
The loathing festers.
And in fact, I already got the
These
two.
seasoned soldiers were deployed to a winding front, meant to prevent the coast
Of these that I
descent
like.
from the mountain.
Discounted in items, discounted and combat items, discounted trinkets, maybe discounted stagecoach items, but you don't get a lot of stagecoach items from that anyways.
Desperate and wanting.
Junk.
Will you rebuff their earnest pleas?
We don't need wheels. More light would be nice, which would mean we don't get anything else from it. Wow, everyone hates each other on this damn stagecoach. What the heck? Yeah, we'll go for the free light. Lose the wheels, gain the light. That's okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go lair. They want to go there anyways. It's a good opportunity to at least ensure that you get
trust
one.
have calculated your odds carefully.
Yeah, can we go back for that
Will
wheel?
not be easy.
It's not too much of a ride back, right? All right. Lair for sure. Hey, Vortex
every
CJ,
peak
welcome. How's it going today?
A general and his loyal lumbering guard.
Loyal lumbering gods. I do love starting with that take aim. Although maybe we should have just attacked. Could have maybe killed one of these guys quite a bit faster actually, but let's debuff him. And he says, I'm hoping the Chaos Marine guy looking guy shows up. Oh, the dude who gets harder on death's door? I hate that guy. I definitely do not want him to show up. Yeah, we could have killed this Arbalist, but they're dead anyways. Any attack will kill him, and we have plenty of attacks to go. Let's do a Grape Shot, work down those block tokens, get some stress relief. It's likely. We'll take it.
A righteous
9 says, I finally got a flawless on spoiler boss with the nail in Dead Cells. Nice. So you finally got your outfit unlocked then. I don't remember what run I had when I did that my first time.
steady.
It was a high damage roll. I remember it being a hard fight, because I mean it is a long fight with the 4 phases and all that, but
Appliance of harm.
Photomaniac plus dodge token 20% of the time at highlight. That's pretty good. Let us. You might as well do a good damage and purge the other block token. What else are you gonna do? Nothing is the answer. You're gonna do nothing. Plague Doctor's doing pretty well. Still don't know why. Oh, you're exactly at 50%. That's why. Rip. Well, we'll just we'll kill you, even at the cost of health. We'll be fine,
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
and we'll definitely advance. Mr. Clark Nova, welcome. What are your thoughts from Endless Dungeon yesterday? If they can fix the bugs, improve the general aesthetics of the game, maybe give you like a camera rotate option, make it easier to identify where the build locations are on the map. Make it easier to see what's happening. You know, the enemy attacks should be a little bit more clearer with like particle effects and projectile lines and stuff like that. There was a lot of instances of me just not knowing what was happening. If they can work on that stuff, it'll be a good game. Well, it's either Magnesium Rain or blind him. Let's blind him. Didn't blind him, did combo him though. It's Chaotic Offering. This fight, I think, would benefit from having that extra damage. His stress is getting up there, but that's why we have stress relief. I like where we're at here because we can daze him with the pistol shot. I don't want to remove the combo. So instead, I'm just going to toss up another taunt. Because they have 2 actions. Let's get value from those actions. Maybe I wanted him to hit, actually. Not a very good taunt in the end. Don't spend the crit. Spend this crit. So he'll be dazed. So we've got a few actions to kill him. Burning Stars should do it. Good crit. Unnecessary to use, but I appreciate it. We'll work on Foot Soldier next, for sure. Oh, we have a battlefield medicine. But they are going to heal a little bit themselves. In fact, they can toss out a Deathless too if they need to. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Just to keep everyone topped up, and especially because you are up front with the taunt.
Welcome one, nonetheless.
And you're not going to be able to get as big of a heal as I was hoping for due to the turn order and the fact that the big guy missed. And we didn't get bled as a result. Weird to say that I was kind of wanting the bleed.
Bravo!
Let's toss out a vulnerability hex. If you got nothing else better to do with your turn. Oh, that's the move that has 2 vulnerability on upgrade. I knew something in this game had 2 vulnerability on upgrade. I just couldn't remember what it was. Silly me.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
This guy does a lot of bleed. He's not put up a... He's not put up a riposte yet, though. I wonder when he'll do that. I want to use double tap here. Actually, let's wait and use that vulnerability on the power move. So why don't we do a... Let's do a Spring Water to reduce stress. Take aim. Because I want to use Burning Stars on that vulnerability, I think. It was good. It was good. And that dodge proved useful. You've got a good chance of dying. Why don't we stack up some DOT? Nice. This puts you on death's door. Now, unfortunately, he's very strong. So let's start trying to kill him. We could blind him. Let's start trying to kill him. 85, 75. Now he's at 65. I'm not that worried about the little bleed that we get there. Hey, found it in Bullet Hell. How are you doing today? Welcome. Ka-ka, what's going on? I mean, we're gonna do it, so let's do it. We also get the root, which is real nice. Let's advance. Lemon says, I finally 100% The Messenger. Love the game. I have not played.
undying.
Found it in Bullet Hell says, doing good, just tired.
And there he must stay.
I'm a little tired, not too bad. I find myself waking up a lot at night lately. I don't know why. It's just been something that happens. It's Chaotic Offering. The taunt is unfortunate, but not a huge deal. Oh no, he's got some stress. Who cares? Light's fine. Don't need to acid rain. Just punch. Try to stack up some DOT. Try to stack up some incision. Actually, we can burn with magnesium and it'll hit the back line too, which is nice. All right. You, on the other hand, your job is to hit. So start doing some damage. Do this. Now we're gonna avoid hitting the tap root. I want to try to stack up 2 Tangle Growths if I can. So why don't we just Incision? Got a lot of bleed resist, but we managed to get through. Stress is high. Guess we could Abyssal to hit it, but if we can stack up 2 of those and then... Not gonna work. If we could, then we could have the, like, Highwayman take the pistol shot. It'll buy us an extra turn of being able to get rid of the taproot without the big attack coming. Oh, it's okay. Don't need a daze. Don't need the damage. Him having a turn there is kind of perfect, because now I can do all of my AoEs, completely clear the taproots, and then clear the taproots next turn as well before the Nightmare comes out. So we will Abyssal, we'll Magnesium Rain, we'll do the Acid attack, it'll clear everyone, and then we don't have to hit the taproot next turn. But if we can, before he acts, we get freebies. Toss out a Magnesium Rain. I mean, as long as we land the burn, you know, that's damage. The occultist getting Stirring Soil sucks because he could burn to death. So that's a little scary, but we can just use a heal from the Plague Doctor to remove the burn, I guess. We gotta do it. We gotta do the Acid Rain. We're hurting. I mean, we're gonna take a big hit on this turn. But we get so many actions. This is like the perfect turn order for this. We don't even need to pistol shot the taproot. I think we could probably just do a take aim. You are going to... Well, you can just Deathless on your turn. I gotta look at you. What's the difference between Waking Dead and Nightmare? Waking Dead is what he's gonna do now with the taproot. Nightmare is when everyone is rooted. So he could bleed the Flagellant. It's unlikely to kill him though at 28 HP. So then we could probably toss out a Deathless. I think we'll be good there. So I think you're just gonna take aim. Get some more crits going. We could clear the burn. I don't think we need to. We could heal you. I don't think we need to. You know what? Maybe we can blind him? It's worth a shot. Skill description's got a small update. They did. It doesn't say that, you know, the blind doesn't work, so if we can blind him, that's actually a pretty good use for us. Let's give it a shot. Let's use the crow's feet. Get another stack of taproot removal. Let's do 10 to 20. Vulnerability Hex would be useful for the crit coming up on the Highwayman. I assume that the taproot hit with the crow's feet still works. Yeah, so let's so that should remove your tangled growth. If it changed, I'll be a little upset, but hopefully it hasn't changed. I'm just gonna attack. Set up the combo. Yeah, okay, good. So as long as he doesn't crit the flagellant, we're fine. Yeah, that's acceptable. Yoink, toss out one of those, we'll do a taunt next turn. Actually, we don't need to, now we can just attack, I think, and just kill him. We'll do a Plague Doctor heal, I guess. $47 HP. He's still healthy, unfortunately. I guess you could heal yourself, but that's not really a good use of your time. You're kind of a bad healer. Unless we upgrade that ability right now, because it's like 0 to 8 healing with the bleed. I'd rather just let you get that done. That sucks. Oh, the freaking stress! Oh, the resolute chance. Okay. Well, that's basically about as lucky as you can get. You get a crit down to 0 to Death's Door and 10 stress, and then you just immediately heal off of it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Khan. Good job. 10 out of 10. All right, he's dead. We'll be able to kill him before he acts again. Man, he just loves going for the occultist. Hate that you have a weakness as well, but yeah, we can just murder the Dreaming General at this point. He's low enough on health. He has the Death's Door resist, but I still think we got him. I can kill him.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
You, though, will mourn. Just to keep the damage on you. And he's dead, never mind.
The Wainwright awaits.
Let's
eager
go.
to ply his trade.
We got whiskey! Bonk. Route scouting. Healing received. Gain on miss, gain when hit. Turn start, convert weakness and vulnerability. We don't really need those, but you know, I'm not gonna say no to them. Get the healing received. Your speed is not slow. No one's speed is slow, but we'll still give it to you. Although gain on miss strength would be nice on the Highwayman, but he's never gonna get the value of the other effect, so we'll just keep it as is. Good, you're good. You need this. I have 2 blood already as well, which is very, very cool. All right. Good fight, everybody. We need to do a little bit of stress healing and healing, but that's not going to be too problematic. Oh, and we get full light from the fight as well. I forgot about that. Also, HLRE Manuel, welcome. How are you doing today? Abe harassing an impaled old man. If he didn't try to whisper into my ear, I would not have to kill him. I hate that. The Chirurgeon's table. Is this the new fight? Perhaps some ailment has befallen them. In or out, let's not hesitate. I beg of you, turn the coach around. So this is interesting. It's kind of like another Shambler's Altar type event where you are penalized if you don't do it, but you probably want to do it so you can experience it, of course. Let's do it. It's the new event, and we got it immediately. Let's go. We'll make them vulnerable and we'll try it. Oh, it's 2 combats. I wonder if there's a pause in between them. Patient and Widow. So Widows are normal, Patients are new. We don't know what they do, but they have a lot of health. No Death Door resist, Big Blight resist. Let's toss out a double tap to get a kill early. Yep. They chomp. It's a debuff, lower bleed resist and stress. We'll purge that stress. We have I didn't use you didn't use him from the Highwayman, but whatever. Let's just taunt for a second. We've got Laudanum we can use too, and if she applies horror, we'll just Laudanum that out. I'm not going to use the offering. I'll use it near the halfway point or the end of the fight, because I think this is going to be just like the creature dens. It's just going to be another fight after this immediately. It's my assumption. Might be an incorrect assumption, but it's my assumption. No bleed. Get that stress down. Work on killing another enemy, I think. Wow, 1 HP.
Messy.
Big heal. Now we'll start buffing in case the next fight is immediate. That's not a big deal. Let's not use Magnesium Rain because it has a big cooldown. I'll just smack you.
Slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
It's a lot of damage. Chomp. And lower bleed resist, which makes me think that the upcoming boss is going to be something related to bleed.
Compassion. Quiet.
Which I guess if he's a surgeon, makes sense. Okay, so you're dead. You have no Death Door resist. It's just you. You'll inflict horror. We can purge it next turn. Crit's annoying. But we can buff right now. This is not the ideal way of doing it, but this is the way I'm going to do it. Okay. So let's see if we get another combat immediately, please.
A trivial word.
It is. Ghoul, Urchin, Chirurgeon, and he's got a lot of health. Big stun resist, big debuff resist, big move resist, low DOT resist, but he does have a little bit of Death Door.
Analysis is the natural prelude to action.
He's also got a lot of things. On turn start, if he is dotted, he gets a regen and then removes his dot. That's actually an ability that you can get. You get his, like, Chirurgeon's coat or whatever the hell it is, so DOTs are not that effective against him. If you hit him, you also bleed. So you have to hit him with, I guess, big, powerful damage-dealing attacks. We could also go for the other enemies first, which I think is probably what I'm going to do. I don't really want to use the crow's feet, because that'll just give him a buff, which is not what we're looking for. So we're just going to want to kill the Yeah, let's just wipe him. Now we might have like a corpse thing happening here, so I am thinking about using Magnesium Rain to clear the corpse so that he can't do anything with it. Let's do that. Are we gonna bleed from that? We do bleed from that. Not for much. But I appreciate the corpse clearing ability, and we'll start working on the ghoul. If it's just him at the front, I hope he can't do much, but he's probably gonna be able to do a lot with the stabby knife. Buff. Convert block to crits on turn end, and you do more bleed. Makes sense, I guess.
Stupendous.
We'll start working you down, because you gotta go. Trepanation. Trying to drill a hole in my head? That was the burn giving him the regen. We still got value out of the burn, I think. I'm happy with that. And he's at full health, so, you know, him healing doesn't really matter too much. Oh, allies heal 33%, like all allies. And it adds a unique buff to the unit. Remove negative tokens, deal damage per negative token trepanation. So you removed my blocks if I had blocks. Not my blocks, my taunts if I had taunts. My dude's on 1 HP. I wish we could have dealt 1 more damage, but that's okay. Nasty crit, nasty stun.
And vexation.
25% death's door resist. I think you gotta go for it. We'll battlefield medicine next turn. I just want to make sure this guy goes. Taunt up. Because he could get healed, so I did want to try to kill him. Let's go for it. Ah, 5%. And, well, he was at 15, now he's at 5. So he might try to do a heal. No, he killed him. Trepanation. Remove negative tokens. Deal damage per negative token. He didn't know what he was doing. Poor guy. Well, that's interesting. That was unexpected. I'd like to still clear the corpse if I can. I got a crit. I can't quite do it, so let's, I guess, not worry about it. Resist the bleed. Trepanation. So there's no, like, corpse clear happening here, which is, or corpse effect happening, which is nice. I can apply a vulnerability to him or just keep smacking him with high damage. Let's keep smacking him. That is a good hit and a good resist. Let's just toss out a heal.
Calculated generosity.
That's why we've got this flagellant along. He is our healer. And I'm gonna clear the corpse again because I think, I would imagine that there would be a corpse combo abilities. Let's get rid of that. I don't want it to show up. Eight damage for 1 bleed, I guess we'll take it. This guy's very annoying though because he does do
Lethality.
good crit.
Large.
He does do, oh, you're dead. A lot of bleeding.
Victory supposed.
Oh, he's gonna live. He's not gonna live. He just bonesawed me. Oh, bonesaw's the other ability you can get too from him. You can get his bonesaw combat item. Is he eating fish? No, he's eating leeches. Anyways. That was not a bad fight at all.
Action.
I thought this was gonna be built up as this exceptionally difficult combat, but no, that was pretty
Until
good.
The next test is put
Remove
before you.
disease. This is one of the few ways of removing diseases, so I like it. This is his apron, removes the DOT, very nice. For each location, a chance to produce a restorative, good as well. Skymaw, welcome. Why end his life? He was just picking up fish. He bonesawed me. Bone saw's ready! Well, we don't have any diseases. Hypochondriac hasn't given us anything either, which is good. Lower healing received from skills. Turn start if... Oh, absolutely, absolutely on the occultist. Now his burn is a heal. Boom, done. Easy. Easy. I guess I can give you one of these. Good freaking job. Cultist fight and then we're out. Who's for some cards? Great mumbling. So like 78. Imagine, yeah, at 75 you get the next debuff. Now they're doing plus 10% damage. And this is pretty normal. We've seen this before. This is actually a very good turn order. Wait, hold on.
Awash in turmoil.
What did you do? Did you do the altar? Does he not do bone weaving on turn 1 anymore? He just did the altar buff, so now they have apply knockback. Apply to attacker when hit. So when I hit you, I get knocked back. Weird. Well, let's start with this. And see if you get knocked back. You do. Very strange, very interesting. But this is a good turn order for us because we can remove the block token and then do a double tap, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, altar not being a free move makes it a lot easier to kill the altar because it's not going to get a buff on its turn, and it means that it has one additional turn before it can worship, I think. So, interesting changes. That should kill him next turn. And we'll ensure it with an acid rain. Oh, we did get knocked back, which means now I can't hit him. Oh, so we get knocked around very heavily. Yeah, okay, this is interesting. Wait a minute. Crow's feet for the knockback into the double tap. Boom. I'm a genius. That's interesting. Now you at the front. I don't know what to do with you. I guess you. Oh, we don't have the knockback effect applied anymore. I guess you can. We can maybe work on killing you. I don't have a weakness enabler. We might want to consider that for the occultists. Debuff curses. But for now, we'll just put up a taunt and then try to move back as quickly as we can. Because we got damage coming in. Sorry, we'll look up, a little disgusting. Can't use incision. Could remove the bleed. I guess the only thing you can really do is this. Now he's blind, and then he'll just die to the DOT. But we need to do it more pain, and we need the occultist to move back, like, definitely. Definitely? We should have also maybe used some laudanum. I don't want him to have a panic. Might happen, though. I mean, if I hit you, you're dead, but you might miss. But you might also give me a lot of stress, so.
The work continues.
I wish crits gave more stress relief to your party. Oh, there's the stress. Burning stars you cannot use from the front. Vulnerability hex is a cooldown. So move back 2. You are about to be crit, and there's essentially nothing you can do about that. So you might as well. I think we're going to accept that we're going to have a stress. Our relationships are pretty okay. Because like, even if I use a lot on him, I'm pretty sure he's going to increase the stress by 2 because it's going to be a crit. So I hate to say it, but I think we just let it go. Let it go, let it go.
An unavoidable end.
May have only increased it by 1, but we would be fighting that meltdown with the other unit going and with them having stress on their attacks anyways. So I think this is fine just to reduce the stress for now. Let's go here. Double tap will probably get you close. We're bleeding, but we're gonna heal on this attack, so we can just smack. Remove that block token. Toss out a double tap. Not quite enough to get to kill, but honestly, you're in the back. Right. Well, if you can't do anything, you might as well do that. I guess we could have spent all of our allotted, but we would still be at 9, even if that only crit for 1 on its turn. 1 to 1. No, we gotta make sure that you have a chance of dying. Da, da, da. There we go. And we'll have enough health, although you're gonna have a crit soon. But you can... I'm just gonna make sure that we don't screw it up. Now, unfortunately, I never did a chaotic offering, and you don't have anything to do, but you also don't really have anything to do.
The enemy weakens.
That's okay.
And wanes.
At least you're on death's door. Ah, you moved last this turn. It was good luck for us. Thank you for the stress relief too. More stress relief. Nice! Yeah, that did not go that badly. More mastery, we picked up some things. Blight resist. Melee skills plus 20% damage. You know,
Loathing whispers.
I suppose your stab now does 20% more damage. Good for me. And then plus 50% blight resist if blighted. Get stressed. Now the Plague Doctor is immune to the blight. Sounds good to me. Let's get the heck out of this tangle. Bit of a long biome for us, but we did do 2 creature fights, the Chirurgeon, the lair, and then the cultist fight afterwards. So lots of big combats that have like 3 or, not 4, but 2 or 3
The
fights
familiar
each.
heart crackles invitingly once again.
Moment's Peace. Gain quirks. Pathfinder. Shroud Scrounger. Lazy Eye. Not very good on our Highwayman. We're gonna try to remove this. Stood no chance against Edu Noctis, Disposable, and Connie. Why does it only say 3 units? The Highwayman did probably the most damage. Why did he get no credit? I find that strange. He gave me garbage candles, 2 mastery, so we have 7. And we've got Lots of stuff to do.
Spend what you can.
Everything is super cheap.
For wealth no longer has meaning.
Plus 15% damage,
indeed it
lower
ever
speed,
did.
plus stress resist, plus death's door resist, lower debuff resist. That on our, oh, absolutely. This on the flagellant doesn't seem that bad. Potton still seems great. Flapjack seems pretty good as well. Okay. Lazy Eye. Photomaniac got removed, but not Lazy Eyes. Let's get the other one. A little bit of a rip on that, but that's okay. Let's go for... We're gonna need the light, we're gonna need the laudanum. There's only 2 laudanum here, unfortunately. Pig? I mean, for 8, it's a no-brainer. For the whiskey barrel, it's also a no-brainer. And for the songbook, it's a no-brainer. Like, let's get those relationships built up. We want to get them as high as possible, in particular for the generally high possibility of getting negatives due to the flagellant constantly losing their relationship, but they're already 19 and 16. Positive relationships have a 0% chance of forming. Why? Oh! What? No. No! Guys, the Infernal Flame.
A new variable
Minus
in the
33%
equation of your
chance.
fate.
It's being applied twice. It's being applied once for one character and then another time for the next character. I don't think that's intentional, but it's actually a minus 66% relationship chance. So we have to get essentially to 100% relationship in order to get any possibility of a positive. That is way worse than I thought it was going to be. You basically don't get positive relationships in your run ever at this point. But yeah, I really thought it was going to be only minus 33. It's not, it's minus 66. Zerg says it's been that way since the start. That feels like a bug. It really does, unfortunately. But we'll try to roll it.
Repaired and refurbished.
Put you there, put you
Ready
there.
for the leagues ahead.
Game was rigged from the start. Game is rigged, but try. One target minus 6 stress. I do want the whiskey. We can only afford one thing here, but we have enough money, I think, to buy a party barrel. Well, like, actually, there's not much of a point in trying to buff the relationships then, because getting high relationships just don't matter. Zerg says the dog that increases it by 10% increases it by 20% because it goes both ways. You know what? Honestly, if I had realized that, I might have taken the dog. Yeah, okay. It's like getting to 100%, we would have to get to 20 out of 20 for like a 15% relationship chance. So it's not really even worth it. We need to get rid of the negative relationships, and that's all. So let's not worry about the whiskey barrel. We'll just use the pig. Well, we have some whiskey, so let's try. Try you. And then we'll do this. Yeah. So we're gonna be at 20. We can check to see how it actually plays out the math. 20% chance. Better than 0, and quirks could improve it, but yeah, that's such a low chance. You basically don't get any at this point, which is unfortunate. Okay. We have more stuff to buy. I still think we should get whiskey, because we will need to improve the relationship with the flagellant. Invigorating stew and flapjacks. I think flapjacks are better than the stew. Maybe we don't care about the whiskey on this run. Maybe we say the whiskey's not important. Free food would be nice.
Learn what
We can afford
be taught,
one.
that you may
We already get
stand just a
restoratives,
little
which I
taller
already
of the
forget what
enemy.
that means. Restoratives are healing items, so that's actually really good. We'll take the light, take a lot of them. So the invigorating stew, if I remember correctly, it's a food item that affects everyone, so you only need one of it. Is it better or worse than the flapjacks? Hold on, flapjacks. Darkest Dungeon 2, invigorating stew. So the flapjacks are 20% health and 5% resists. The stew is... my god, extra life is just terrible. It says it's a food item. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's handy. The stew is 20% health, 1 speed, and stun resist and disease resist. I guess the DOT resist is a little better from the flapjacks. You have to keep stacks of it though. So maybe the stew is better because you only need one of it for the whole party. I think ultimately it doesn't matter, but so you don't have to stack it. I guess we'll go stew. Buy that. Equip it.
Bolted on and be
So
off.
I like that.
The mountain will
Mastery
not be
points.
denied.
Indiscriminate science needs to be upgraded. Stab should definitely be upgraded. Yeah, let's just do that. Connie says, I prefer the stew if you don't need low speed. We actually do need low speed. But we'll try to reduce the speed with other things. Burning Stars. That's a solid upgrade, because we're going to be using that pretty much constantly. And I do like Vulnerability Hex for the 2 vulnerability. Weird Reconstruction makes that definitely a lot more usable, but we know we like Double Tap. We use it all the time. We like Grape Shot. Upgrade that, upgrade that. Blinding Gas also dazes, so it pushes them to the back of the turn order. You know, that does matter a little bit, but let's go for the Deathless upgrade for a better, beefier heal. And then actually maybe Acid Rain, since it's an attack, and we haven't upgraded one of your attacks yet. So we'll do that. There we go. Good. Slime Mold. Do it. We need light. We have 3 light. Light might be harder to come across, which means maybe we need to save more of it. I don't know. Plus 4 speed. Something here. Oh, Pipeweed. Pipeweed is lower speed. If we take Pipeweed, we can get Calibrating Sensor.
Everywhere in ruin.
Gotta be honest,
Everywhere.
really like
in
that.
Need.
For 4 to activate that perk, I will do that. Relationships can go for maybe the Plague Doctor, but I think the Highwayman will work too. His speed is already 8. Although this reduces stress by 1. Oh, by 2. We did do that. Now you get the benefit of the sensor. Can we remove negative quirks? Nope. We could take another Pipeweed. Keep that. And then, you know what? Give me a whiskey. Because we can get another max relationship, which means we have, I just want to look at the math. A 24% chance of a positive, so that's not that bad. It's not that bad. And then we're out of cash, so. Maybe I should have bought the triage kit. It would have been smart, I think. Probably, definitely, but that's okay. Visit a creature den, better academic studies, more paths, goals to keep the flame high. Is prison. Apply to attacker when hit, +1 blight received for 3 turns. Or the stress resist, death's door resist. I think I would prefer that. Let's go to the shroud.
The barnacle
Now, are we going to fight the boss? We have the
the
root ability, thanks to having the general's dream trophy. So the immobilization will not stop us from being drowned, but it means that we would only have 1 unit who could be drowned, and if we have taunts up, it's pretty much going to be the flagellant. Actually, that's not always the case. The one thing about the fight that I don't know is I don't know what happens if someone gets drowned and then brought back. Do they get placed in the front? If so, I mean, we do still have point-blank shot equipped. We could use that, so it's not an absurd negative, but let's, let's get there and then see what happens. Maybe.